Okay, so back for game turn 41. It's the evening phase of March 3rd, 1944. I've gotten a couple of turns in today, so this is good. My internet is down, so once my internet comes back up, I'll post some, which will be the first time in about 3 weeks I've gotten anything back up, But one thing I messed up on, which, surprise, I messed up on something. This black position here, okay, see I got a fort there. It's got that little F there. It's going to get a fort. It's going to get a fort when U.S. units are within 3 hexes. Well, guess what? I got a crap ton of U.S. units within 3 hexes, so this should have gotten a fort. Now, it's not getting a unit yet. Fort rules are confusing as it is, but I read through them all, and it just says when something gets within 3 that you place a fort. The only time it's going to gain a unit is when the U.S. attack a fort. The fort gains one depth marker, 1 unit and 1 depth marker from the reserve pool if they're available. If not, any adjacent Japanese unit that is not already adjacent to a U.S. unit moves into the fort's hex. Okay, so it's not going to get a unit now. Now, if I attack, it's not going to happen this turn, but if I attack this one and it doesn't have a unit, I don't think this unit, and I'll have to look at it when the time comes, I don't want to right now, but I don't think this unit's going to leave its hilltop. I really don't, because when I get close enough, this is going to get 2 forts. It's a Japanese hilltop position, it's got 2 Fs there, it's going to get 2 forts, and whatever units support that. And since they're in a fort, they're not going to move to another fort. So it's adjacent. There's nothing adjacent to it, so this will just be a fort hit. So once I start moving in on that, this is going to become another problem. So I got to wait. I'm going to wave down here, and then just start. And I don't know how long I'll wait. What I do with these guys, because it'll take these guys a long time to get across here to even try to hit this black position way up here, it does have an F, so it will get a fort and it will get a unit. Okay, I didn't notice that's an F before. I guess all the black positions are fort positions. That's what makes them black. One of the things. So I don't want to wait as long on this one as I did down here. This isn't as big of a problem as that because it's only got one other adjacent color, even though it's got these guys that are close. This is a fort, a hilltop fort location. But I've got very few units left in the reserve, and that's going to continue. It'll still get some, because some, as I hit them, I won't have surrounded. They'll be in communication. They'll be able to escape, and I'll only be really eliminating half of them. Some of them, like I was able to do up here, and I'm trying to do here, if I surround them, then they're going to go away and they won't go into that elite unit box and they won't come back. But I'm not going to be able to do that for everything. So there will be some units that'll populate some of these, but my hope is that once I get around here, I won't be putting a lot of units out, and it should be easy to take these positions. This one will get an automatic fort, and if there's anything on, but it's woods, so it's going to be harder to push through. That said, I don't think I can wait that long on that position. We'll have to see. One other thing I looked at, I can't remember if I mentioned this in the last video, but as far as the 5th Division being down to 15 replacement points, if they get down below 12, and the original rules were 14, but the Decision Games new rule set that I've reviewed is going to change that to 12, so I'm going with that. It's not a game-losing situation. It just means that these units will not be able to. They'll be depleted, and they won't be able to. They won't be able to heal, or they won't be able to replace or rejuvenate or whatever back up past 3 steps. So they'll always, anything that's been hit will always be at a 3-step or at least a 1-step loss. That's livable. It also means, I think, that. No, it doesn't change the catastrophic loss limits. So anyway, so with that, let's go ahead and jump into this turn, shall we? We got no amphibious phase. We do have an HQ phase. I can garrison some things if I need to or want to. I can now garrison these 2 reds because I've moved my HQ. Oh, that's the other thing, is I can flip all those HQs that I put on the move in the midday phase. So all of these guys are now projecting 2. Let's see, it's 28, 27, 26. That's 5th division. 4th division is 23, 24, and 25. And I'm going to flip that and I'm going to put it underneath these guys here. Okay. I'm going to take the garrisons off the ones that I have passed up. I'm also going to take this artillery destroyed off of here and off of here because I'm out of these, and I will hopefully destroy some more artillery soon. Alright, so garrisoning alright, there's my command right there. So I can garrison these 2 reds. I can also garrison L8. Why is there an artillery destroyed here? There's no position there. I must have moved this with this when I Alright, let me take the artillery destroyed off of that one. I'll garrison that one. Well, I'll leave the artillery destroyed on that and garrison that. Alright, that's a lot. I'll garrison this guy, even though the command post is a garrison. Got a garrison there. This can garrison this one. Okay, now we're in business down here. We got garrison here. We got a garrison there, so my heavy weapons can move out of there. I got a garrison there. Oh my gosh, I need more garrisons. I guess it's a good thing I moved my HQs. Okay, this blue position here already has, it's got a disruption. It's supposed to have a garrison. I'm going to pull those off from behind. This one here can be garrisoned, right? Because yellow doesn't project field of fire in there. My gosh. Where was this guy? Where was this guy? Was here because he had just come off. No, I moved him back to here because he was retreating. Can't do that. Can't do any of them in here. So I think that's it. All right. Well, hey, that was pretty good. I guess that's a nice side effect of moving your HQs. Your what do you call them? Not division HQs. Regimental HQs. You lose the command range, but you gain more garrisons as you move them closer. Alright, so anything else in the HQ phase? I'm not transferring any units. I mean, this guy's in field of fire. I'd like to maybe transfer him in, but I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, so that's it. Okay. That's my HQ phase. So now event phase is rain. crap. Well, I think that all that does is really reduce my movement. It might reduce vision too. All fire ranges and field of fire reduced to 1 hex. Whoop! Sweet! Artillery and naval not affected. No airstrikes allowed. Okay. All movement allowances are reduced to 2 hexes, and tanks may not use road movement. Well, I guess it's a good thing I moved them last turn. Alright, so field of fire is only 1. That's going to help. That's going to help me a lot. Because that means black isn't going to hit me. I think. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Alright, now it's a Japanese fire phase. Alright, so what do we got? Oh, we got a black line. That's not good. Oh, R. Shoot. Shoot. Well, remember that fort up there? I think it's gonna get a unit. Okay. Woo! So black will do it if it's within shoot. Is it within 2 or within 3? Let me look at Japanese lettered actions. Japanese lettered actions. Here we go. Where's black positions? Black positions. Should black position be within 2 hexes of a position of that color? It conducts the lettered action indicated on. Okay, so 2 positions. So that's a red. This red is 3 positions away. So that won't do the R action. This black position will do the R action from this guy. Well, he's not occupied. Well, I don't know. Well, let's see what it is. Shoot. Crap. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? This guy is this red, even though he's disrupted. I guess that means he doesn't get undisrupted, and this one will do that action. Is that right? It doesn't say anything about whether it's disrupted or not. It just says there are no specific. One of the 3 fire colors on the card may have a black line above it. In this case, should a black position, let me show you. Should a black position be within 2 hexes of a position of that color, it conducts the lettered action indicated on that position's color, and the original position does nothing. So it doesn't say anything about being disrupted or not. So I got to think that this black position is going to do what was in this red position would have done. So that red does not get undisrupted, and that black will get the benefit of the R. So I think that last unit oh wait, that last unit is in sector 4. Oh, okay. I'm okay. So resupply, place 1 depth marker, and then fire. Okay, so the thing is, though, technically, this guy has a depth, but if he didn't, he would do that action, and he will fire. So does that mean that this red position doesn't get undisrupted because it would have done that? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say, because I'm already getting the benefit of the rain, which means that this guy isn't going to hit anybody anyway. This guy isn't going to hit anybody anyway. This guy's disrupted, so he just loses his disruption. No big deal. So, yeah, I'm just going to say no on that and just undisrupt that guy. And so I'll have to redisrupt him. Which I don't like, because I want to use the tanks for this. What would it be? I mean, I can't take a vote, because whoever's watching this is probably like 7 months from the time I posted it. This guy, alright, black line. Red would take it, but if there's a position within 2 hexes of a black, the black would take that action. So technically, this black would take that red's action. which is reinforced, which it can't do. But does that matter, whether it can do it or not? Because if it was the red, he couldn't reinforce and fire either. So, well, he could, because it's just adding a depth marker. But this guy, there's no unit to add a depth marker to. Yeah, I'm gonna give myself the boost here, like I always do. This game's tough enough as it is. So I'm gonna say this takes that red action, so this red doesn't do anything, so it will remain disrupted. This guy will fire, which it's raining, so he can only fire out one, so that he won't hit anything. This guy won't hit anything. Those blacks don't do anything, so that is the black action. There are no other reds that would fire, so there's resupply, redeploy. There's nothing else in a red, so no redeploys. Reinforce, place a reserve with unit and depth marker, no fire. If it's within 3, this guy would be, but there's no reserve units in sector 3, so that doesn't happen. This guy's too far away, that guy's too far away, so red does not happen. Okay, blue is just a regular fire. This guy does not project field of fire over here. This guy does not project field of fire. That one I own. So no blue, and then green machine gun. Now, well, I was gonna start describing that, because machine guns means it projects out one farther, but it's raining, so it says it's only. It's an interesting question. Does the letter action supersede the event? The event says field of fire is only 1 hex away. I mean, it doesn't matter, because I don't think I have any greens that are occupied. I don't. So it's a moot point, but it's an interesting conundrum. So machine gun won't happen, mortar won't happen, muster, place a reserve unit in a position group with a depth marker. So do I have any unoccupied greens in 4th sector? Because 3rd sector has no units. He's not within 3. Nope, nothing. Alright. As I've gotten more control over this game, these Japanese fire actions are not as bad. Alright, second event phase. Heroism. Sweet! I get a hero. Let me get my heroes. Mix them up. Draw one. I got an NCO. Sweet. NCOs are good. Only got 1 officer. He's already out there, so NCO is the next best thing. Now this is another thing that I misread, and so whereas before I was placing them randomly, I think I remember if I was reading this when I was reading through these a couple of days ago to do the review for decision games. I don't think it's random. Oh wait, a rifleman and NCO is picked. He is placed with 1 infantry unit of your choice and stays with that unit to remove from play. Where did I see that it was not random? Huh? I don't know what I read that it was not random, but it is random. So it's just random. I can place it wherever I want. So, Mr. Hero, where should you go? Well, Mr. Hero, I think you should go somewhere in here, because I'm going to need you to help out with these attacks. So, should I put you with this group here that's already been hit? Or should I put you somewhere? Yeah, let's put you with this guy. And then you can immediately undisrupt your peeps. And then we'll move you over here and you'll get hit again, but you can undisrupt. And then hit the fortifications so we can reveal them. Yeah. That's the call. That's what I'm doing. There's my hero. Okay. So US action phase is next. So on to US action phase. Okay, the problem is this. So the rain event that I got. So all fire ranges and field of fire are reduced to 1 hex. Artillery and naval gun are not affected. No airstrikes allowed. Tanks may not use road movement. So I need to barrage that black position, right? Can I use the tanks? Are they considered, when I barrage, is it considered artillery? I don't know, because it's not clear. I should make a note of that and email back when I, as I completed my review of the rules. That's one thing that maybe I should ask them about. Artillery and naval are not attacked. All fire ranges. I guess, is barrage considered a fire? Considered firing? I guess since tanks are specifically not artillery, whenever it talks about artillery, it's artillery. Whenever it talks about tanks, it's tanks. And in fact, right here, it says tank and artillery barrages can occur at any point. So rain specifically says artillery and naval are not affected. So that leads me to believe that the only thing I can do on that black position is a naval strike. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a naval barrage. Thankfully, this is not a hilltop. So it is not a hilltop fortification. Therefore, I do not have to shift. So I will get the full benefit of 6. So, alright. Naval, I need a triangle, and the black position is yellow. Alright, black position is yellow. So I need a yellow and or a triangle. Well, I got a triangle. Barraging unit symbol. It is 6. So disrupt 1 unit, disrupt or destroy artillery, and possible fortification hit. Okay, so does this have artillery? No, it does not. Okay, so artillery doesn't matter. The unit is disrupted, which is step 1. Now, can I reduce that fort? So if alright, so this is my fire. If the landing symbol is a red, a purple, or a green, then I reduce. It is a yellow, so I do not reduce the fort, which is what I needed to do. So that's a bummer. And that's the only thing. I mean, I can barrage it with artillery, but if I'm doing it with division artillery, I'm not going to get that possible fortification hit. If I'm doing it with core artillery, I can get a 4, and the only way I can possibly get a fortification hit is if I get both the barraging color and the fire symbol. Which I guess, I mean, I've got the 4 core. I don't know that there's anywhere else I'm going to use it. So I might as well. What the heck? I'm going to throw 4 points of core artillery at him and see if I can get lucky and get that. So I need a diamond, and I need, what did I say this was? I put the card away already. It's yellow, right? Right. Okay, so I need a yellow diamond for this to do anything. It's a yellow circle. So fire color only, disrupts artillery, whatever. So I've already got that. So that didn't work, but I don't think I was going to use that artillery on anything else anyway. So it's worth a shot. All right. So anything else that needs to be attacked? Well, I need to move these guys into here. It's going to be 1 hex movement. So no, what do you call it? I can't remember what it's called. Muff. No muff fire. All right, now these guys are his. I mean, they're in command because of the hero anyway. These guys have to remain back because of the tanks. I don't want to move the tanks into intense field of fire. So I guess, I mean, shoot. This guy won't take a unit regardless. So if I move them here and I move them here, which I was avoiding doing last turn, yeah. You know what though? Hold up a sec. What if I close combated this fort? I can't remember when I placed this fort. I don't think there was any rules as to what it should be. If I was to move this and then do a muff, you know, try to get in there. Although field of fire is only 1. So if I move here, this field of fire doesn't exist for this turn because it's raining. And I've got 2 hex movement max. If I do this, then I do this, it's not muff. Because I'm not moving from field of fire to field of fire. And then I can bring these guys in on top of them. And technically do it at the end. What the heck? You know what? Why the heck not? It's just a fort. That's all that's there. Now there are rules to doing close combat with a field of fire, with a fortification. So I'm going to have to look that up. So I'm going to take these off the board. I'm going to put them here. And I'm going to not forget to do that like I always do. I want to do that at the end. So at the end of my action phase. So I'm going to put them there. What do you want, cat? I don't care. I'm playing a game. So if I move these guys here, if I move them here again, it's not my fire because they I gotta get rid of this cat. Hang on. Now that distraction's taken care of. She just needs a little attention, that's all. You know how pets are. Okay, so these guys here are now useless against this guy. This guy needs close combat. It's going to be 3 cards worth. I have a hero and I've got 6 steps here. I don't have a flamethrower. So that'd be 3 cards against 3 cards. Is it worth it? That's the only way I'm taking this guy out, is close combat. Gosh. Alright, let me sit on that for a minute. See what else I can and should do. Alright. These guys will lose their disruption underneath here. This guy hasn't done anything yet. I don't think he can at the moment. What would be lovely is if I can, and I can't remember if I articulated this in the last video. I was thinking it though. If I can cut off communication for these black positions, then those will all die. They'll all go away. So what if I move these guys? Well, because I need to be being effective, right? I need to be taking guys out. But I don't want these guys to circle back in and be available in Sector 3 anymore. I've almost got Sector 3 all done. Oh gosh. Yeah. How do I have, because I've got like 5 artillery points left. There's one. I know there's one here. That's worth 2, so that's 3. Where's the rest of the artillery? I've got everything else. Where's the rest of the artillery? There's only 3 points left. 1. I must have missed some somewhere while I was counting. Shoot. There's only 3 points of artillery left. And I've got it at 5. So, maybe I missed some somewhere. Anyway, so, well, that's going to help because with the roundups, I mean, technically that was last turn and I pulled a 10, and so this guy wouldn't be disrupted. I'm going to give myself that back because 3 would have only had 3 from here. Well, no, it still would have, because it was 3 from here and it was 3 from Sector 4, so it would have been 6, so instead of 8. So there you go. Alright. Alright, so let me come back to this do I or don't I there. This guy will lose his disruption. Alright, so now what I have to think of too is on the next turn, this guy will be firing again. Now the NCO here, these guys will take hits, right? They're already both at a step loss. They'll take hits. They're my sacrificial lambs. But I'll reveal that, and then I'll barrage it on the next turn. Yeah, gosh, that's going to be tight. I've only got, I mean, if this close combat works out, whoa, good Lord. Every video, guys, right? If you've watched what I'm doing, every stinking video I have cheesed up my my stuff. These guys are revealed. I keep knocking the stuff over. Okay. Oh my gosh. And it takes time to reset. And then I put these in here because I'm supposed to be able to use precision instruments, and then I end up flipping them even worse with that. Anyway. Alright, so yeah, I gotta worry about when this guy, he's gonna get 3. If the close combat works, the most black hits I'm gonna take is 3. It'll be 1, 2. So if I can get some closer to help absorb that, let's do this here. Let's move these guys in. This guy here will be, he won't take a hit. Maybe I leave him back here. Move that guy in. Where's the rest of my 127s? Okay, here. Okay, this guy's a 127. But he can only get 1 movement. Engineer. I don't know. This guy here can't do anything because he just got undisrupted. This guy here, I'm going to move him back closer to his commander. Engineer can still reposition, but I don't know where. Maybe I will move him up under here, so he might be able to absorb a hit. Alright, 128s. 128. Those guys get undisrupted. They were my artillery guys. These guys don't need to move anywhere. I mean, I guess I can move them up into here. I might as well completely surround these guys. Sorry if my head's getting in the video. How you doing? Is there anything else I can or need to do here? These guys are used. This guy is not. No, other than move on. Okay, so this one needs what? He's cut off now. So radio, machine gun. That's why I moved this guy over here. I control these two. And so he just needs radio and machine gun. Needs to be triple and then triple again. I need 18 going in. There's 16 from here. Well, there's 20 from here. So let's just hit him with this stack here. Whammo. That stack there hits this guy. He is out of communication, so he's gone. So now I can move my headquarters up into here and move that guy up there. I destroyed that artillery, so that puts me down to... Oh, there's one. Wait. 1, 2. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, now it's at 3. I missed that. Right? There was one. There's one over here. And then there's the black position. So that should be 4 points left of artillery. Yeah, and I took that out, so that now makes it 3. Okay, good deal. Okay, so my 328, I'll stay here so that they can continue to command that guy. Not going to move on the blue just yet. This guy's still stuck here out of command. I mean, they can. I think they can. No, they can command things of their own. I don't know. I'll have to look at that. I don't remember whether they can. But that's right. I want it. Well, they're garrisoned now, so I don't have to worry about. I'll control that. So, well, this guy's got command within 3, so technically he can command this guy, I think. So he'll move there. And then my 327s, where do they need to go? I think they need to start moving in here. That's 1. Yeah, I do need to start moving in the backside. Plus, if I move them here, it's more. Yeah, because I need to cut off. So I move here because this doesn't exist. This fire dot doesn't exist currently because of the rain. So he's here. Now I've got plenty in here to take hits as necessary from that position. These guys are on top of tanks. Yeah, let's move these tanks up into here as well, so they're within 3. They're in fire range, so but still I want to be able to use them for bombarding or for barraging. So alright, so that's all of 5th Division. Oh, I got these guys, but they're on top of tanks, and I don't want to move the tanks into intense field of fire, so they're staying there. Alright, now up here. First of all, I'm going to move these guys. My stack here. They're within 3 of this and in command, so they will, I don't know, move here? Sure. Alright, now this brown needs bazookas. Needs to be doubled. This guy's got bazookas. He's got him more than tripled. Doesn't matter whether he's in communication or not because he's not elite, so he dies. So one of these guys hits him. The next guy will move over, take that position. Oh wait, I'm in. Oh, hold up. All right, I still hit him. Do I want to move into that position? If I do, there is a unit in Sector 4. So if I move in, that unit could come in. I might want to do that. And I might want to hope for a brown, and I might want to do it with this guy. I might want to move in with that stack and maybe close combat him. Because again, metagaming, that'll prevent, if I can get rid of that last dude in Sector 4 Reserve, this won't populate. I'd like to do that. But is that the best way to do it? I don't know. I reserve my action there for a moment. Alright, let's just go ahead. We're going to move these tanks along this road. I'm going to move these guys into here. And I'll jump that guy on top of the tanks. And, ooh, wait a minute. No, I'm going to leave the tanks back. I'm going to take this and put him on top of his buddy here. And then I'm going to move their commanders up here. Alright, so this is 225. That's 225. That's 225. Oh, this is my officer. This is my HQ. Okay, so, alright. So we can command that guy to come here. These guys become undisrupted. There's still 3 away. I got to remember that this guy's with this guy. I got to remember that this officer is a 225 because I don't want this guy to get left behind. I'm going to leave that space open so that he can come in there. But I think I want to hit you can move, well, I move one here. I want to hit this guy next. Although, shoot, kind of want to surround him first. It'll take me a lot to surround him though, and then I'll be in this guy's field of fire. So, I don't know. Let's see, 125s will... Yeah, they'll just keep moving along. Beach here. Yeah, shoot. If I move the heavy weapons here, that's not in, this position is not in black field of fire. So I can still hit this and occupy it and be okay. But the only thing I can hit it with is this heavy weapons right here. Do I move them there? Yeah, I gotta keep making sure I'm on the move. This guy move here. Their headquarters is there. I still don't want to move on that black position. 'Cause I gotta get that. Hold up. I came within 3 of here. I came within 3 here, really. So I should have done a check here to see if that occupied. So I'm going to do that now. I should have done that like last turn, I think. But alright, so brown. No brown. Okay, so it doesn't occupy. Technically I moved here, well, in blue. I mean, there's really... Alright, well, let's... I don't know. I mean, I should have done those last turn. I didn't. I just now, this turn, moved in place to where I'm close. I'm within 3 of purple. So I guess I do a check there. Oh no, it's within field of fire. Shoot. Yeah, never mind. That never happened because it's within field of fire, not within 3. I keep forgetting that. So yeah, the question is there anyone where I can move into? Oh wait, I didn't want to move this guy here because that's within black field of fire. Yeah, never mind. I'll move him here. I mean, really, what I think I'll do. Move that heavy weapons back this way, and then move these guys 1, 2, so that they're next to. Sure. So actually, yeah, let me have moved the heavy weapons on top of the engineer. Why not? Okay. So nothing in the black field of fire. How can I do this? I've already moved them. Yeah, so I can't. So I don't want to move within black field of fire just yet because I don't want that to come out. Now the problem is, well, no, because I don't have anybody else I can attack this turn. So this guy up here, I have 1 lone elite unit in the elite units box. I got 2 depth, so I'll remove 1 of the depth. But this guy won't cull in the morning because he doesn't have a partner to cull with. So he'll remain there. So he won't come back in to the Sector 3 deal. And if he does come back, he's coming back in Sector 3, not Sector 4. Yeah, I gotta keep metagaming this a little bit to maybe as I move on to these, one of these will populate with that last one, and then I can start moving in on black. That's how I'd like to do it. Okay, so I got these 124s here. I don't know that there's anywhere that they can move, is there? I mean, I suppose they can start coming around this way. Maybe coming in over here. No. I'll keep them with their, because the command post is right here. So let me just do this. These are tanks though. Gosh, they're going to be useful. Alright, let me move these guys here. I'll keep these guys here. I'm going to move the tanks. Oh, they don't get extra movement along roads because of the rain, because it's sloshy, I guess. So they're just going to move here. Okay. I don't think there's anybody else that can or needs to move currently. So I think that's it. I think that's it for now, except for my close combat, which I remembered is sitting there. So, let me clean this up a little bit. I got a bunch of disruption markers here. And a unit to move off of my close combat battlefield. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Because it's let's see. So I've got max pips plus a flamethrower. So I'll get 5 cards. And this will get, I think it gets an extra card because it's a fort. Close combat, fort steps are always eliminated before Japanese units in depth marker, which all I have is a fort. But that's each hit on the fort. Let's go ahead and reveal it. Alright. So that's a class 2 fort. Alright. So each hit deals a damage and like changes this from a class 2 to a class 3. And then class 3 to destroy it. I don't know if I have to disrupt it first, though. I would imagine I do. I would imagine that I have to disrupt it first, just like any other unit. Well, it doesn't say. I don't know. Alright, but in my in close combat, a fort position gains an extra card. Total strength 4 or more. It's only technically a 2 strength because it's a level 2 fort. Japanese unit occupies a fortification, hilltop, rocky, or wooded. Draw 1 card if any of the above apply. So I'm going to say it gets 2 cards. I get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. It'll go first. Black color is blue. So now the question is, if I draw the CC reinforce and it says it gets a depth marker, there's no unit there. It can't still get a depth marker because there's no unit. The only times you can place a depth marker, and this is one of the things that came up in the new rules as well, which I suggested to add caves to. There's only a couple of times that you would add a depth without a unit. I don't know if this is one of them. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna just double check. All right. So I didn't see anything that said anything about being able to add a depth marker without a unit. So I don't know that if I did close combat and I got the CC reinforce where it would add a depth marker, if I could add a depth marker to that. But as I'm looking at this situation, if you haven't already noticed, I attacked him from this side. That side is blocked. It is obstructed. So I think that means my units are disrupted and the attack is over. And the close combat never happens. That's unfortunate. Oh, crap. So, I mean, technically that would have happened prior to, well, wait. Yeah, well, these guys jumped in first. Yeah, so these guys moved here and then jumped in. And these guys came in from over the top from this position. No, they weren't there. From this position, where were they? Were they in brown? Gosh, I don't remember. It seems like they were here and here. But maybe they were here and here. Which is scary because I could have drawn a brown. So, hold up, cuz. These guys are here. Ooh, this is a double brown position. Ooh. I didn't realize I had... I wasn't even thinking. Is that where I was? Shoot. Now I gotta look at... Oh, I'm not even up there. So, these guys attacked from this hex side, which would have not have happened. So it negates that, it disrupts them. What am I on? Am I on green or am I on yellow? Seems like I just removed yellow, so we'll go green. These guys technically jumped in after. But where was I? I think I was here and here, which wouldn't have made much sense because these guys are in brown intense field of fire, which would have been a dumb move. I'm gonna like check the end of my last video and see where they ended up. Alright, so I remember what I did. I looked back at last video and they were like here and here. But then I'm like, no, that's not where they were. And I remembered in between, as I was loading the last video on my computer to get it going, I rethought this as I was like turning everything back around. I thought, I really don't know that I want these guys in intense field of fire because they'll get hit by these guys, etc., etc., etc. So I had moved them out here. Then I got that rain event, which helped. I wasn't even thinking about the fact that I was in brown field of fire, intense field of fire. I just moved them back out to here. So they were sitting here. So they started out here. So this group moved in here and then jumped in. So they get backed out here and they're disrupted. These guys here would have stayed here then and not jumped into that close combat. Because I think as soon as they jump in, I reveal. And then if I hold off my action until the last, then these guys could jump in as well. So once I reveal and I know that I can't attack from this side, these guys can't attack them anyway. Because of the rain, they couldn't move here because of the brown field of fire anyway. They would get so that wouldn't have made much sense. So really I lucked out not drawing brown because I had these guys sitting here in intense field of fire and they would have taken a hit regardless. So as it stands, they jumped over here. They tried to jump in close combat. It didn't work because of the hex side. So this is where we stand. So it's revealed, but it will hit me next turn. So next turn, I got these dudes here and I got these dudes here. So I'll take 4 hits from black. That's not great, especially because I had moved these in to hopefully attack that. They're probably going to get hit. My NCOs, well, the NCO group is going to undisrupt and hit these guys. And yeah, so alright, so that's where we stand. And I think that's all the stuff on my turn. Well, these guys here haven't done anything. Where is my 26? He's up here. So I don't know where the best. I mean, I don't know where the best place to have these guys is. They're just kind of sitting out there. Do I move? Maybe I move my heavy weapons into here with these guys, just so I've doubled up that position. I mean, the heavy weapons isn't going to do much for close combat. It'll only get me 1 step, but it would get me a flamethrower, which would be 3, 4. Yeah, so that would only be 2. So that's really not going to be tremendously helpful as far as the red position. But these guys will. Hopefully next turn. And then maybe I will continue to move these guys around here. Yeah, maybe here and here. I mean, they're in intense now, but they're in a position now where I got so many things in black intense field of fire that it's not gonna matter. They're not gonna get hit that far away, and that way they'll be closer to get in better position. Yeah, so that's looks to be it. So artillery. Oops, I put those on top of the wrong pile. So artillery over here, we're down to 3 points plus 3 from sector 4 is 6. Got 1 unit hit and or disrupted. I don't think I want these guys to be moving. I really don't. The group hanging back there is ineffective. Where's my other 128s are up there. So let's disrupt the 226s that we're just moving around. Okay. Or do I just take a step loss somewhere? Oh wait, there's tanks under there. I didn't realize that. So no, not that. I don't want tanks in intense field of fire, so hold up. We'll leave these guys back here. Actually, I'll do that, and I'll do that. Where's the third 226? Is he the inspired guy here? Yeah, he is. What did I move underneath him? Heavy weapons. Okay. So they're all grouped together. That's good. Alright. Yeah. So... I guess I could give a guy a hit. I hate to do that when I can disrupt somebody instead. Let's disrupt them. No, that's the tanks. That's right. Gosh. I mean, I hate to keep disrupting these guys. They're not doing me any good back there. They need to be moving out. Yeah. What about these guys up here? That's tanks. Never mind, I don't want to disrupt that. Yeah, let's do these guys over here. They're still in. And then it's 5 points of 4th Division, 10. It's exactly half. I'm going to round down, say nah. I mean, exactly half. Yeah, I think I'm good there. Alright, raid. No raids. So, that's it. See you next turn.